But you also told me that, frankly, Tone was pissing you off. What was going on?
I mean, we fight a lot and all, but also sometimes I just feel like he's not loyal. And I'm like, I throw his phone at him. I'm like, what the f? He was like, what? I said, why would you cheat on me? He's like, I ain't do nothing. You're just insecure.
Why do you think he is reaching out to other women? Like, is y'all sex life not there, or what's?
I mean, honestly,
have you ever cheated on him? And that's another thing. People want to clear that up. Are y'all officially legally married or not?
I used to be a sex addict. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would have sex a lot. When I want sex with him, oh, I'm tired right now. Okay. Hey, babe, I'm not in the mood. He'll just make random excuses every day.
Have y'all had any discussions about whether or not he's satisfied sexually?
I mean, he also tells me this.
Ooh, okay, because I'm gonna talk to him about all this stuff too. I want to hear from his perspective. What's up, YouTube? I want to once again thank everybody who comes up to me in the streets and shows me real love. Y'all don't even know. It keeps me thankful. It keeps my tank full. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with the update, guys. All right, so we broke up for a little while. Okay, you said that, you wasn't feeling it right now. Here, I'm gonna call ILIANA right now for y'all. Let me see if she pick up. Let's see if she picks up.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
I had to say it crazy so it wouldn't be like Marcus. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of like said it like a little bit. Right? So let's see if she picks up. She might be at work right now. That's what I should have did when I was over there at Peter Street. I should just.
Hello?
Well, hello. ILIANA, this is Marcus, the interviewer.
What?
Are you okay? I was calling to check on you. I hadn't heard from you since the interview.
No. We don't want nothing to do with those interviews. Please leave us alone.
Ooh. Y'all heard that. And I understood why. And we talked about that with the people or whatnot. But glad to have you back in the fold. Thank you. And so, during the time when we wasn't doing interviews or whatever, you had actually had some really exciting news. And you called me and told me while I was on live. So that was this right here. Oh, Lord, I done said all that. Say they be bringing coupons. Who is this? Is this another person that's watching my live? All right, y'all hold on real quick. Hello?
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, who is this?
ILIANA.
Oh, what up, ILIANA? Is everything all good?
Yeah, we actually have great news right now. Hold on. Get it out. So I went to the hospital, right?
Okay.
And apparently I'm 5 weeks pregnant.
What? Okay, so you see that. So, wow. You pregnant?
I was.
Yeah, because then a few weeks later, just recently you called me and you told me that you had lost the baby.
Well, yeah, it was like about a week after.
So it was like a miscarriage.
It was a miscarriage at 7 weeks exact. So what happened was, we're excited. We have a few people that, we call family, that care about us. They be like, hey, how y'all doing? What y'all doing? So we told this couple that we always see at Wendy's that we hang out with. They just had a baby. And we told them, because we thought they'll be excited for us. I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. They're like, what? That's good. They're like, Tony, you actually got your own now. That's your own. So he was happy. Her baby daddy was happy, And then she, as soon as we're about to leave, she said, hey, don't buy nothing for the baby yet because, you might have a miscarriage, because I had miscarriages before I had this child. Not even, I went home, I smelled like an odor. I'm like, okay. I went to the bathroom, I wiped. There was a little bit of spotting. So I'm kind of like, babe, this isn't right. So we went to the ER. They said, well, there's nothing we can really tell right now. It's probably just your last period. Next day, I wake up, I'm making him a bottle. A puddle of blood comes out.
Whoa.
So I'm like, okay, babe, we gotta go to the ER. He was like, why? He was like, okay, yeah. I'm literally having cramps, all of that. They took me to the labor and delivery area. They said, I'm sorry, but you had a miscarriage. It was an early miscarriage. There was nothing you could have done. It's just a miscarriage. You know, you're gonna bleed a little bit.
I'm really sorry to hear about that.
So they had to take the little fetal out. Well, I mean, it wasn't much developed. It was mostly like tissue and all. But yeah.
Man, that is.
But we're hopefully gonna.
That's horrifying.
Gonna try again when it's time. So.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
We were so excited. His dad was so excited.
I was about to say, I know Tone was feeling that, you know, because
he was.
It's gonna be his first biological kid and everything. So.
And he went out to go party with his, well, not party, but you know, have a little
celebrate.
Bit of
Yeah.
With the ox and all. And I was like, that's great. And I was just like, damn.
Okay. So, man, like I say, really sorry to hear about that. I know Divine's gonna be very happy when he has a sibling for sure, right? As we all are.
All he liked to say was, I was like, you want a sister? He's like, yeah. I'm like, brother. He'll look at me like, I don't want no brother. I say,
trust me, your brother is your best friend, man. All right, your brother is your best friend. All right, ain't gonna be no Cain and Abel over here. All right. So that's what was going on. You know, now there's a little bit of drama going on. All right, and I want to talk about that because, you know, you guys are a young couple, and you're not going to be the first, you won't be the last to experience this. But you called me, you told me about the miscarriage, but you also told me that, frankly, Tone was pissing you off. What was going on?
I mean, we fight a lot and all, but also sometimes I just feel like he's not loyal, and he always thinks I'm insecure. But it's because in the past relationships, none of my relationships last long because I can never trust anybody. And on top of that, I'm always cheated on when I'm nothing but loyal. And before I get into a relationship, I'll say, look, I'm just looking for somebody that's going to be a loyal guy, not going to do me wrong or nothing. Multiple times, I've been cheating on. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. So I went through Tone's phone. He left it on lock. And I'm just like, something in my gut has told me, just look, because something's not right. I looked through his phone. He's texting a whole... I'm sorry, it's just that dog. That dog's always around here, and it's like... I don't know whose dog it is.
It's got like a little sweater on.
And something like that dog's just always walking around in the neighborhood and then leaves the neighborhood. I'm like, whose dog is this? I'm sorry, I'm an animal
No, it's
lover.
okay. Go ahead. You looked in his phone. It was unlocked.
Yeah, and he was texting multiple females since December 1st, December 7th. So, okay, this month, basically, the whole first month. And I'm like, I throw his phone at him. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like, what? I said, why would you cheat on me? He's like, I ain't do nothing. You're just insecure. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, your messages say otherwise. You're sending very graphic photos to other females saying you want that. Are you in Atlanta? I want to come do this and that and the third.
So we're talking about DPs? D-pics? Okay, so he was
basically
sending
sexual conversations, like intimate conversations of how the scripts describing how he wants to have sex with them and all, and what he wants to do with them, and what they want, and what he wants to do.
Just to be clear, though, did you see any text messages that indicated that he had already done something?
Well, I don't read that much because if I read a few things,
and then you got triggered.
I get triggered.
Okay.
And second of all, my thing is, when I read something like that about somebody I care about, it replays in my mind. Replays. So like when I'm sleeping, all that replays is that.
Yeah.
When I'm up, all that replays is that. So I can never look at them as the same.
So how have you been able to deal with that? How have y'all been able to deal with that? First, answer how you have been able to deal with it, then how y'all have been able to deal with it.
Me, I'd be pissed off for a while. I just ignore him. He's like, but baby, I love you. I'm like, if you really love me, you wouldn't do this. He's like, but you're pregnant with my kid. I'm like, but didn't you cheat on me while I was pregnant with your kid? So currently, basically, this kid didn't mean shit to you. He's like, I always wanted a kid with you. You know that. I'm like, okay, but you also call me crazy, narcissistic, but you can never say nothing nice to me.
Was any of the young ladies based here in Atlanta, or they was all seemed like they was out of town?
They're all in Atlanta.
They were all in Atlanta?
Yes, because the first he's like, are you in Atlanta right now? Yes, I am. He sends them the address. This isn't the first time he's done this.
He sends them y'all address?
This is his address, you know.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. People want to clear that up. Are y'all officially legally married or not?
We're married through our we're married through our religion.
Through your religion, okay.
Which
I got it.
The Nation of Islam We do have a contract,
Mhm.
just like a government contract
Right.
that says we're married. His name, my name.
I get it,
date
but
of
it's not a
marriage.
contract with the government.
No,
Correct. Okay.
but we're
Okay.
still married.
I get it. I'm asking to understand what
really,
the implications
Yeah.
were if you guys were to split and all that stuff, right? What would happen basically? So
Well, I don't know because I never been married, but he's been married He's been married when he was 16, which I forget what it's called, but basically when you file everything together and everything, the government just basically marries y'all. What was that called?
like common law?
Yeah, that's what it is. Common law marriage. He was common law marriage when he was 16.
That takes a few years to be common law married.
He was married from 16 to I think it was. I forgot the age, but
Is
he was
that
in his
right?
20s. He was in his 20s.
I never heard. Okay, I'm
he's
gonna
been
have to talk to him about that.
That's why I do not like that tattoo on his arm. If you ever look closely on his arm right here, it's a woman's name and all. So yeah, that's his ex-wife.
So this ain't Tone's first time at the rodeo.
Nope.
Okay.
He had
So
fiance before we got married. When I moved in with him, he had an ex, which was technically his fiance, but cheated on him multiple times with our neighbor and everything, and he just kicked her out. And
she was cheating with the neighbor.
yeah, the dude was like 60-something years old, old enough to be my granddad.
What?
But she was
Pop
like
Pop was
40,
getting them cheeks.
but she was like 40 years old. So
Okay, so it was already a cougar situation going on.
yeah, she was like 40 or 30 something. I don't know.
Why do you think he is reaching out to other women? Like, is y'all sex
said-
life not there, or what's?
I mean, honestly, I don't know, because I used to be a sex addict. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would have sex a lot. When I want sex with him, I'm tired right now. Okay. Hey, babe, I'm not in the mood. He'll just make random excuses every day. But then he waits till I take my medicine. I take an antidepressant at night, which also knocks my ass out. It puts me to sleep for the rest of the night.
Right.
So when I'm asleep, I don't hear or feel nothing. And when I was a kid, I was always been like that. I don't hear or feel nothing in my sleep. So he will, babe. I'm like, I don't remember this. He would tell me like, babe, I woke you up last night trying to ask for sex. You said, I'm like, nigga, I was asleep. I don't remember you asking me that. He was like, I kept asking you. I'm like, I was asleep. I took my medicine. If I don't take my meds, you call me a crazy person, and then that I'm not taking my meds, you get the fuck out. So I'm like, which one do you want? Do you want me not take my meds so you can have sex with me, or do you want me to take my meds? I don't get.
Okay. You've mentioned several times about him, I guess, referring to some of your mental, kind of challenges that you have.
And I get that, but it's
is
not
that
fair.
something that happens often, or because, in other words, is it like? I'm getting like a vibe, like, is it kind of like verbal abuse type deal, or is this just something that you're just pointing it out in your head, but maybe it doesn't happen as often as you're saying it? You tell me.
I mean, it happens every few months.
Okay, so
every few months.
Okay, so it's not like every day he's like, you're crazy and stuff like that.
Oh, well, you're talking about that. I thought you were talking about cheating. Well, that's a few every weeks.
Okay. You're saying the cheating happens every few months? So this isn't the first time that you've...
Nope, he's done this when we first got together, after we got married, before Divine was born, after Divine's born, and currently when I was pregnant with his kids.
So what do y'all do to get past that?
I just forget and forgive half of the time.
Have you ever cheated on him?
So when we first got together, I only cheated on him one time, and because what happened was, I have attachment disorder. I had a fear of him leaving me and never coming back, or just leaving me, because I can't stand to be alone, because I basically had to fend for myself my whole life. Right. And being alone is really scary for me.
We know your abandonment issues that you have.
So I thought he abandoned me one night. He didn't come home for like 2-3 days. I'm panicking and stuff. This was while I was pregnant, and so I'm just sitting outside on the bench over there by the bus stop waiting. And some dude said, hey, you okay? He bought me something to eat, like a little snack, because I haven't eaten in 3 days. We had no food in the house, and normally Tone goes to get food. And when I first lived with Tone, I was scared to go anywhere, because I didn't know where the heck I was.
Right.
Like, I didn't know anyone. Everybody, because everybody didn't know I was Tone's girl at the time, and people just like to, hey, want to come? I'm like,
right, trying to solicit you and stuff like that.
It would be weird, because I'll be walking, that little funeral home right there? Some, random dude will just pull up in a funeral home and be like, hey, shawty, you need a ride? You need somewhere to stay? I'm like, bro, leave me alone. That's why when I first got with him, I didn't want to leave that fucking house. He's like, you don't leave this damn house. I'm like, bro, because I can't stand walking around 2 minutes and somebody just hollering at me every 5 seconds. No, leave me alone.
I get it. So, I mean, the long and short of it, though, is that You ended up, I guess, cheating with that guy.
Yes.
Where was that at his house or?
No, no, not his house. His house.
Okay. And how did Tone find out about that?
I felt guilty, and I felt like it was the right thing to do to tell him if we were going to build a relationship on trust. And he was like, "I'm not mad, but that was to do. But I hope you don't do it again." I said, "I won't. I really love you." He was pissed off a little bit, but then we made it okay.
Has there been?
But what happened was the reason I thought he left. Apparently, he was locked up. He knocked on them. He opened the back door. I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" He's like, "Babe, I was locked up at Rice Street. I felt like shit that I did that." And he was locked up. I didn't locked up. I didn't know. I didn't have a phone. I kept having my neighbor call his phone. He didn't answer. I just thought he really just left me. So it made me feel like shit.
But we didn't leave you in his house, right? He eventually was gonna come back if it's in his name.
He told me before we even got together, he would leave his house for months, months, and then come back. So I thought he would just leave me.
Okay.
And just expect me to be gone, and then he came back, and I was just gone.
Have y'all had any discussions about whether or not he's satisfied sexually?
I mean, he also tells me this. He reads stuff online and be like, "Bro, I have a disorder that's like a sex disorder where half the time I don't feel like having sex."
Who, you?
No, him.
So he says that he has a disorder.
I don't know what it's called. It's like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. But he's like, he's like, "Bro," he's like, "sometimes my body just doesn't feel like having sex at all." Like, I don't know, you gotta ask him.
I mean, do y'all enjoy the sex when you have it?
Yes, he does, cause shoot.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say just the body language. I heard the words out the mouth,
but I
but
like talking about this stuff. That's why.
Well, do you orgasm?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Well, no, seriously, because statistically,
right here. That's just weird.
Well, he don't understand what he's saying.
Smart.
Here's the thing. The reason why I asked is not on some freaky stuff. The reason why I asked is because I think it's some 70% of women in life never orgasm. So in other words,
I don't even know what that is, honestly. So.
What, you don't know what orgasm is?
No.
Okay, so you've probably never then. So no, listen, and you're not alone, just to let you know. Like I said, I believe the statistic, somebody's going to correct me, I'm sure, if I'm wrong. But I believe the statistic is, I think 70% of women in life never orgasm. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Stop.
They say that with lesbian relationships, I think some 90% of them orgasm. So apparently girls know how to get each other off. But guys during heterosexual sex don't necessarily know how to get that big O out of women. You know what I'm saying? And especially if they don't know how to get it out of themselves. If a woman doesn't know how to orgasm herself. So, and if you say you've never orgasmed, then that's probably more than likely the case. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I was asking is because, orgasm is an incentive. You know what I'm saying? It's an incentive to want to have sex. So like, in other words, if you know that you're going to bust this big old nut and he knows he's going to bust this big old nut, then y'all going to, the desire is going to be more natural. It's going to be stronger,
But then he also told me this when I asked why he does it. He was like, "Cause I just want more I need friends." I'm like, "So why don't you be friends with a nigga? Like, what's weird about that?" He was like, "Well, answer this. Why do you want to have all male friends?" I said, "Because I don't like get along with females. I'll probably kill them because of my insanity. I don't get along with females."
Well, I get it, but every other month now you got a new sister.
And do you see how I don't talk to nobody? Well, I kick them out, or I probably threaten to kill them.
And that's why I tell you, stop calling everybody your sister. Because
That's
you done had 2-3 of them.
I don't have friends because I'm not mentally stable to have friends. Honestly.
I get that.
Because I'm the type of person, I'm bipolar too. I have bipolar too, and I have psychosis. So honestly, if somebody pisses me off, I'm just gonna probably put my hands on them, or I'm gonna make a threat that I probably can't take back. And I don't like that the way I talk, because it scares me. Honestly, when Tone first got with me and I had an episode, he was scared. He wouldn't even come near me. So that's why I'm like, "Bro, I really need to get help." And because he was like, "Bro, I don't."
And you're getting that help though, right? You got your meds, you got your appointments, you got all that stuff.
So, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Because I'm gonna talk to him about all this stuff too. I want to hear from his perspective, kind of what's going on as far as that goes.
And I know I could be crazy, but look, sometimes it's just like, if you were gonna do that stuff, like how I was honest with you when I did that one time, I would at least like the same thing. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm sorry I did this. Not me trying to find out months worth of messages from multiple females. And then you sometimes just disappear in the night. Don't come back out for about a day or two. And I'm like, where the fuck you been? Oh, I was just at the store chilling. Why you had to chill the whole night? Where did you sleep? Because I know sometimes he'll go to sleep.
Right.
So where the heck you sleep? Oh, I didn't sleep that night. I'm like, okay. But he does have insomnia too, so.
I get it, but I mean, it sounds like some bogus excuses.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it does.
Almost like that time he disappeared, and I was saying that, hey, you know, you sure it's not some other stuff going on or whatever? And you was really quick to defend that situation. Right? When we was close by the train station that time?
And all he could say was, I was looking for you. I was looking for you. He's like, I heard you say my name. I'm like, okay. I come back to the train station. He's sitting right there.
So, I mean...
He's sitting right there with a whole bunch of shit on his face covered up. How the fuck am I supposed to know where the fuck you were?
So, let me ask. I mean, is it a possibility for you guys to have an open relationship?
No, I don't want to.
So, that's not something that you want at all?
Also, in the Islam culture, you can have more than one wife.
Right.
He asked me, would you want, I said, if you have more than one wife, I will leave you. I don't like sharing somebody. That's not me. I feel like if you want to be with somebody, if this is to me, if you want to be with me, just be loyal. If you want to be with somebody else, I will pack up my shit and leave. It's not that hard. Just say you don't want to be with me, and I'm gone.
So, but does he ever say that?
No.
So he says, no, baby, I love you.
No,
please stay, all this stuff.
It's just a mistake. I won't do it again. I love you. You know, I just want to be with you.
Well, I get it, but then he keeps on doing it again.
That's what I'm saying.
So where's the conclusion on that?
I don't know.
I get it. I tell everybody all the time, you're 19, you're young, you're still figuring it out. You're literally just getting out here in life. You know what I'm saying? As far as it goes. And so, you know, people could talk junk or whatever, but at the end of the day, we all got to figure it out. Trust me, nobody has a manual. I know they say the Bible, right? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. But nobody has a manual, and we're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to go through things. Like I said at the beginning, you're not the first person to go through cheating. You won't be the last. Okay, so, all right. So, I'm gonna cut it right there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to Tone, and then if needed, then I'll have both of y'all together to talk. Okay. All right. So, same everything as far as everything goes.
No, my new Cash App is babygirlangelr.
How's he spell it?
Baby girl.
So BABYGIRL or GU? GIRL. Okay, and then what?
Girl. GIR.
I know, but you know some people spell it funny sometimes.
No,
so baby girl, and then what?
Angel. Day cake. I mean R. The letter R.
Angel R. Okay. What happened to the other one?
I kept getting a lot of direct comments. Like, get your fat ass a job.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
Just basically
nasty comments and things like that.
That when I was a kid, if y'all haven't seen my first interview, when I was a kid and I got bullied, I almost ended my life. That wrecked my whole family up, where I don't even have a family anymore because they don't want me nowhere near them.
Right.
And I know y'all get help for your suicidal and shit. Okay, first of all, bullying, I know y'all are adults. So for someone to bully a 19-year-old, I don't know where y'all get that gist from, but bullying can end anybody's life. It don't matter how old you are.
Yeah. Look, listen, that's why I tell you, man. Like, at this young age, I want you to understand one thing: hurt people. Don't let them get you warped up into their hurt world. Okay? You don't do that. You got some. Trust me. You got somebody like me coming in, and you know it's positive energy. Everything else, feed off of that. Don't feed off of the negativity, okay? Trust me when I tell you, you're not going to win doing that, okay? You got to learn to ignore the negative comments and the negative stuff, negative people. You have to understand that's their pain that they're projecting onto you. Oh, what a pretty looking
This is Blue.
What
our
up, Blue?
Neighborhood pit.
Okay.
He lives right next door.
I ain't mad at that. So, all right. Well, like I say, hey, Blue, what's up, Blue? Yeah, hey. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man.
I remember when they first got him, he was just an itty bitty puppy.
You got some pretty hair, man. Pretty eyes too.
Oh, careful the baby. Careful the baby.
It's okay.
I know you like
dogs and babies always got a connection.
I know you always like
All right. All right. Well, listen, like I say, I'm gonna holler at Tone real quick, and you know, we're gonna definitely get you linked up with the lady that said that she still wants to adopt Divine for the holidays, and so we're doing that. And so, all right. Well, we got the new Cash App up. We appreciate you, and we're gonna see if we're gonna talk again. Let me talk to him, and we go from there. All right.